With the 6.2 Special Program Livestream officially being announced, most of you are wondering what this update is truly hiding beneath the surface. So in this video, we're diving headfirst into everything coming in Genshin Impact version 6.2. And trust me, there's a lot more here than you might think. From release dates and banner leaks to a lore-heavy Archon Quest, a lot of small things, rewards, and some sneaky quality of life changes, 6.2 is looking like one of the most important updates we've had in a while. At first glance, it might look like a filler patch, but when you dive deeper and see things up close, you'll realize just how much this patch has to offer. So, grab a snack, get comfortable, and let's dive into every corner of this chapter together. And yes, if you are struggling to get Arlecchino or Zhongli from the current banners, save up to 30% on current banners at LDShop. Plus, with my coupon, you'll get an extra 5% discount, which is a huge 35% off in total. Like this one, you can get 6,480 Genesis Crystals pack for just $64, which normally costs $100 in the game. And if this is your first purchase, you get double the amount of Genesis Crystals. The process is super fast. Pick your product, choose your server, enter your UID, and that's it. Your purchase arrives in under 5 minutes, and LDShop ensures secure payments every time. Plus, if you spend over $80, you'll get a free welkin moon. Interesting, right? So, use my link in the description or pinned comment to get 35% off and save big on every top-up. Let's kick things off with the release date, because timing is everything when you're juggling primogems and waiting for new content. Hoyoverse has been as reliable as Zhongli's Shield with their 42-day patch cycle, and version 6.2 is locked in for October 3rd, 2025. That's just around the corner. So if you're still farming for that last-minute pity, now's the time to hustle before the patch drops. We've got the Special Program Livestream on Friday, November 21st. This isn't just a hype reel. It's our first real window into 6.2's biggest reveals. Expect character showcases, story previews, and those all-important redeem codes. There will be 3 codes in total, giving you 300 primogems, just enough for a couple of pulls. But here's the catch. They expire fast, usually within 24 hours, so you'll need to redeem them quickly. I'll be posting those codes right here on the channel the moment they go live, so you can grab those free wishes without breaking a sweat. There are leaks buzzing about Durin's arrival in version 6.2, and players couldn't be more excited. Durin is a 5-star pyro sword user built around transformation. His basic attacks may seem straightforward at first, 4 slashes and a charged strike, but they're deeply tied to his elemental skill, which unlocks his dual combat forms. When activated, his skill initiates a refined transformation that lets you choose between 2 distinct modes. Pressing the skill button triggers his white form, while using a normal attack instead activates his black form. Each form grants him unique properties and lasts for a considerable duration, and your choice directly determines how his elemental burst behaves afterward. In white form, Durin releases a burst of pyro energy around him, marking his shift into a radiant state that focuses on AoE and team synergy. In black form, his transformation channels pyro power directly forward, dealing concentrated hits and turning him into a single-target powerhouse. Both transformations restore a portion of his energy and share the same cooldown cycle, encouraging a smooth and rhythmic rotation between them. This duality is the core of his entire kit, one path built for team support, the other for raw personal damage. Running beside him is Verisa, returning for her first rerun since 5.5. The logic fits perfectly. The patch leans into elemental experimentation, and she's one of the best electro DPS characters for reaction-based setups. Her rerun also lines up with community patterns, making this phase an absolute primogem trap for anyone chasing synergy builds. Then comes phase 2, and this is where things explode. Venti's rerun, potentially with a major rework. Leaks hint at new passives that buff both his damage and his team's output when swirl reactions trigger, basically turning him into a hybrid DPS support. Paired with him is Zelonin, the Geo support from Natlan, who bridges anemo control with geostability, a mix that fits the theme of old versus new perfectly. This phase celebrates Mondstadt's past while introducing modern mechanics, and if Venti really does get those buffs, his comeback could easily reshape the meta. 4-star spotlight here is Jahoda, a new anemo support tied directly to Mondstadt's wind lore. She's expected to enhance reaction-based swirls, making her the ideal partner for Durin's pyro combos. Next up, we have the new 5-star sword, Black Erosion. This weapon packs a strong base attack and a crit rate substat, making it perfect for burst-focused playstyles. Its passive starts with a flat increase to elemental burst damage, and after the burst hits an opponent, it grants a short buff called Daylight Blade for 3 seconds. This buff increases the wielder's attack, and if another character is on the field, boosts that character's attack as well. It's a rare dual buff that benefits both the user and their main carry, making it an excellent pick for sub-DPS or support units that rely on quick burst rotations. We're also getting a new 4-star bow, Rainstring of the Rainbow Serpent, built with energy recharge as its substat and a simple but powerful passive. When the wielder's attacks hit an opponent, their attack increases for a short duration, and this effect can trigger even while they're off-field. It's an outstanding option for any off-field sub-DPS bow character who relies on consistent attack buffs and burst uptime. One of the biggest highlights of version 6.2 is the Archon Quest. According to multiple sources, including recent leaks, Alice will finally make her long-awaited appearance, complete with her full in-game model. She's expected to play a central role in the storyline, and this time she won't be alone. The quest will also feature Durin and Wanderer, while Barbaloth and Nicole are confirmed to at least make voice appearances. Just like version 6.1, 6.2 will include 2 full acts of the Archon Quest, and this time the narrative focus looks far more ambitious. The quest related to Durin will reportedly bring back major lore figures such as Rhine-daughter and Anders' daughter, setting the stage for one of the most lore-heavy updates in years. On top of that, players will get to explore a new domain tied to Hyperborea, which is expected to expand on the deeper mysteries of Khaenri'ah and the world beyond Teyvat's known regions. It's shaping up to be an emotional and lore-rich chapter, one that finally connects several long-standing mysteries, from Durin's origins to Alice's true motives, and might even hint at the direction the next region will take. The initial leak suggests that Columbina will be playable in the Archon Quest, similar to how Mavica appeared before her banner. If confirmed, players will be able to test her in real combat as a preview before her official release in version 6.3. She won't have her full gameplay yet. She will likely have only one skill that shoots moon-shaped rings, applying hydro and dealing significant damage. When the quest hits the official server, gameplay videos of Columbina will probably appear quickly, so we won't have to wait long to see her in action. Version 6.2 also comes with a big event that rewards a free 4-star weapon and 780 primogems if you complete everything in the event. Free weapons are always valuable, especially for building secondary teams without spending resources on crafting or pulling for signature weapons. These weapons typically complement characters highlighted in the version. In addition, there will be 2 smaller events during the version, each providing roughly 420 primogems. As always, details not on the official channels may change. We have an image of what appears to be the only new map being added in this version, and it's tiny. It is not a new exploration area or a large expansion of Nodcry. It's a small, circular, self-contained room that looks almost exactly like a boss arena. This is almost certainly just the location for a new boss fight, possibly where we'll get new materials for Durin or Jahoda. It's not a place we're going to be spending much time exploring. So if you were hoping for a big new region in 6.2, you'll need to temper those expectations. This update seems far more focused on characters, events, and the new buffs. The other big boss news is about a new weekly boss. Rerear is set to be the next Trounce domain opponent. Current data shows that Rerear has the ID 14, making her the 14th weekly boss added to the game. This means more talent materials to farm, and likely a major story quest connected to unlocking this fight. Version 6.2 is also adding a new animal enemy that appears to be some kind of wolf-fox hybrid. Based on current information, it looks like it may have 2 different forms, or it could possibly be 2 separate animals. The Imaginarium Theatre this time will feature the showing character, and they are also adding the new Nodcry bosses. We're also getting new poses for Furina, Dori, Xiao, and Nahida. Personally, I really like Furina's new pose and how Nahida does the camera pose. It's just so well done. Those 2 are definitely going to be on my list for sure. Version 6.2 will also bring new echoes for Klee and Albedo. They're purely cosmetic with no buffs or gameplay effects, but they look absolutely stunning as you roam around the map. For TCG players, a batch of new cards will also be added in this version, giving players the chance to create new decks and experiment with strategies. Version 6.2 brings several updates aimed at making gameplay more convenient and rewarding for players. Starting with the Sanctifying Elixir, players can now generate 2 artifacts instead of 1 from each set per version, making artifact farming far more efficient. Previously, only 1 artifact per set could be obtained, obtained, so if you haven't used yours yet, save them for version 6.2. Daily commissions are also getting an upgrade. They now provide extra rewards, including artifacts, weapons, and materials, giving more incentive to complete them every day. Finally, the Repertoire of Myriad Melodies event will now include PvP in the music game, allowing players to challenge each other and compete for the best performance. And that's literally everything we know about version 6.2 so far. Which part are you most excited for? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to stay updated on all future Genshin news. Check out LDShop for awesome deals. The link is in the description. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.